As new research comes to light and technology continues to improve, new dieting methods are being developed. Today we would like to introduce a potentially effective one which has become popular in recent years, the keto diet. First, we'll give a quick summary of the diet before explaining the theoretical biological mechanism and analyzing past scientific trials to evaluate the plausibility and implications for the diet. So what is the keto diet? Carbohydrates, or sugar molecules, are the main source of energy in the body. A true keto diet reduces food selection to 80% fat, less than 5% carbs, and 15 to 20% protein. By significantly limiting carbs in this manner, one can force the body to burn fat for energy, a process called ketosis. Now that we know what the keto diet is, where did it come from? The world was first introduced to the diet in the 1920s as a method to treat patients with epilepsy. In 2008, the Great Ormond Street Hospital conducted clinical trials and found that the diet reduced seizures in children by 40%. However, by the late 1930s, new drugs such as phenytoin gained prevalence, taking control of seizure treatment and leaving the keto diet as simply another weight loss method. Now that you know the origins of the diet, we'll explain the current scientific theory of how it works. With a normal carbohydrate diet, the body undergoes a process called glycolysis to produce ATP, the molecule our body uses for energy. In glycolysis, the sugar is broken down into molecules called pyruvate. In other parts of the cell, the reverse pathway generates an important product called oxaloacetate, or OAA. This entire process produces energy. The OAA then moves along to the citric acid cycle, where it joins with acetyl-CoA to make citrate. This cycle continues and produces a lot more energy, which can be used by the brain and muscles. With a reduced amount of carbs in the keto diet, the body cannot perform glycolysis and instead tries to make sugar through the reverse process, called gluconeogenesis. This process uses up all the pyruvate and OAA and cannot be sustained for very long. After the OAA is used up, there's no longer any more to join with acetyl-CoA in the citric acid cycle. This greatly reduces the efficiency of the cycle and reduces the energy made. Additionally, the excess acetyl-CoA that would normally bind to OAA starts to build up. Pairs of acetyl-CoA molecules begin to bind together, eventually creating two products known as ketone bodies, and the body uses these as the main source of energy. To compensate for the lack of energy from glycolysis, the body also starts to break down fatty acids to generate more acetyl-CoA, which then produces more ketone bodies. This process of breaking down fatty acids is the cause of weight loss from the keto diet. While the heart and other muscles in your body can readily use ketone bodies for energy, the brain doesn't like them and takes a while to actually use. With this mechanism in mind, the keto diet should promote weight loss. However, the American Heart Association currently recommends against high-protein diets. Why is that? Well, although the keto diet could be helpful in certain cases, as shown by Richard Veitch's 2004 study, it does not promote weight loss any better than any other diet with similar total calories, as shown in a recent 2017 study led by Michael Schwartz stating a calorie is just a calorie. Even more recently, a 2018 study by Christopher Gardner found no significant difference in 12-month weight loss between people on a healthy low-carb diet versus a healthy low-fat diet. While you've heard a lot about the keto diet in regards to dieting, did you know that it also has implications for the food industry? To increase meat production and profits, farmers have to be aware of ketosis to ensure that their animals do not begin to lose weight. This is particularly important for the dairy industry. According to the subclinical ketosis in dairy cow study by Anderson in 1988, there are detrimental effects to ketosis on milk yield and fertility, and there are key advantages to frequent testing of ketone bodies in milk. Now that you've heard what the keto diet is, understand the science behind the process, and recognize its real-world impacts, let's review. The keto diet sets extremely low limits for carbs, forcing the body to burn fat instead for energy. However, while this idea works in theory, success remains limited in the long term. In summary, the keto diet remains a viable option for potential dieters, although it currently appears to be falling short of its lofty potential as the next super effective diet.